What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's Filthiest Pitches of the Day, the Postseason edition. Before I get to Eovaldi's and Zack Wheeler's domination, remember to hit that subscribe button, join Ninja Nation, so you never miss any of these videos, as well as my interviews and live streams. So hit subscribe, and without further ado, here are my filthiest pitches of the day. I'm going to start with nasty Eovaldi, who went 6 innings with 9 Ks, very nice, giving up 3 runs on 5 hits and 1 walk. He dominated with his combination of heaters, wicked curveballs, picked up 3 whiffs on his curveballs, and filthy splitters, picking up 8 whiffs on his splitter. Here's that splitter from a home plate view. And here are a couple of overlays of Eovaldi's fastball and curveball. And you can see how well that fastball sets up the curveball. As a hitter, you're trying to key on that fastball, and if you get that curveball instead, you're looking pretty foolish. Here's Eovaldi's pitch breakdown for the game. And you can see how well he uses pitch arsenal. And that arsenal was no more evident than when Eovaldi pulled this Houdini act. He had the bases loaded, no one out in the 5th inning, and got out of it with this wicked curveball, this 6-splitter, and then a ground ball and a cutter. An amazing job getting out of that situation, giving up no runs. Eovaldi credited his tunnel vision for his big game performances, and here he is talking about it.
It was in the stadium, and to me, you get that tunnel vision, that extra focus, and you kind of block everything out. And I feel like in those big moments, you got to bear down and be able to make big pitches.
He now has a 2.87 career postseason ERA and a .94 whip, and cemented his reputation as a big game pitcher. Eovaldi outdueled Framber Valdez, who had 6 Ks in 2 2/3 innings, but gave up 4 runs on 7 hits. The Rangers jumped on him early, ambushing his sinkers, and picking up 4 runs in the 1st inning. The Rangers must have come into the game not wanting that sinker to beat them. Framber only had 1 swing and miss out of 12 swings on his sinker. I love the way he thinks, though. After the 1st inning, he went into the locker room and changed his shoes. Those other shoes had bad mojo. And as Mars Blackman said years ago, it must be the shoes.
Shoes. Money's gotta be the shoes. Shoes.
Framber did pick up a K on his cutter, as well as his changeups, although this one shouldn't have been a K because you can see here the ball bounced. And his most effective pitch this game was his curveball. He had 6 whiffs on his curveball for a 50% whiff rate on the game. One quick thing I wanted to point out about Valdez's mechanics. You can see how he draws a line down the mound, and he uses this as a cue for his stride to make sure he has the right length and direction to the plate. My favorite part of Valdez's outing was when he hit Garcia in the foot. My man ended up doing a cartwheel or a round-off or whatever this is. So I matched Garcia up with Simone Biles. Garcia is on the left. And you can see how well he executed this maneuver. In fact, Garcia and Biles are a natural for Olympic synchronized gymnastics. And I could even see him competing individually on the balance beam. Move over, Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders. This man is a true 2-sport athlete. My other filthiest pitcher of the day yesterday was Zack Wheeler. Wheeler was outstanding with 8 strikeouts in 6 innings, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs, and no walks. According to Codify Baseball, Wheeler now has the lowest whip out of any pitcher in the history of the postseason, with over 40 innings pitched. Yep, even better than Mariano Rivera. Wheeler dominated this game mostly with his fastballs. He picked up 10 whiffs on his 4-seam fastball and 4 whiffs on 6 swings on his sinker. Check out these filthy sinkers. They had 18 and 19 inches of run back-to-back. Just pure filth. I overlaid Wheeler's 4-seam fastball and his sinker, and you can see these pitches are the same velocity and start out in the same tunnel, and then that sinker just runs arm side. And you can see why, even though these are both considered fastballs, they're very different pitches, which makes it tough for a hitter because even if you're right on velocity, you're still going to whiff due to the movement. And here's an overlay of Wheeler's fastball and curveball. And you can see how that curveball comes in looking like a fastball. And as a hitter, you're geared up to hit it, but then you realize it's a curveball and you end up swinging it air. Wheeler outdueled Zack Gallen, who had 4 Ks in 5 innings but gave up 5 runs. The Phillies jumped on Gallen's fastball, somewhat similar to the way that the Rangers ambushed Valdez's sinkers. They definitely had a well-thought-out game plan. Gallen did pick up Ks on his changeup, slider, and knuckle curves. Now onto my filthiest relievers. Ryan Presley had this changeup. Rafael Montero had these heaters. Brian Abreu had this nasty slider. JP France picked up a sword on this curveball. Jose Alvarado had this 99-mile-an-hour two-seamer that was just off the plate but still called a strike. Josh Spores had this curveball. He's really pitching well this postseason, and I think he's missing out on a marketing opportunity. We really need Spores s'mores. I'm going to have to talk to him about this. And last but not least, Craig Kimbrell had this overpowering fastball. And now, my pitching ninja moment of zen. Hot mics are always awesome.
It's not working. Hey, well, I'll just share it with him. Let's just go. You guys talk to me.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 1, 2,
All right,
1,
they're
2, 1,
good.
2.
Alex is dead.
Hey,
so-
Cappy.
Shit, this is not. I need a little bit more room here if I'm going to share.
What's up, everybody? My picks of the day today are four-leg parlay. I'm going to start off with Aaron Nola for 5Ks or more, and take Merrill Kelly for 4Ks or more. I'll throw in Trey Turner to get at least one hit, and then I'm going to take the over of over 7.5. And then I'm going to add in my FanDuel profit boost of 30% for any same-game parlay or same-game parlay plus of 3 legs or more. What would your picks of the day be?